spread hate.
If God for me, who could be against me? I guess all of that's against me. They the ones stirring up the conflict. They try to make it out like I'm conflicted.
Still trying to the richest.
East Coast and 6'4s hitting switch. It's not a conflict of interest.
Cut it with the business. West Coast rocking them Timberlands, deep up in the trenches. It's no difference. Fourth and inches. I'm finna hit a lick and handle business. I got her down. She real vicious. Rockabye, baby. No witness. This is not even a conflict. You on nonsense. Got the same way in Brooklyn and Compton. But with that gang, then make a profit. On top, stay poppin'. Look, see, I was the high school slick Rick, I was styling. Fat gold chain with an African medallion. Hip-hop connoisseur and rolling 20 gripping. Rap game real tight, freestyle was magnificent. All about the clout and all about my dividends. Them older couldn't tell me different. I need a roundaway girl to live with. Showtime, Mythic Apollo. I'm about the bottom. Take two and pour out a little for my who won't live to see tomorrow.
If God for me, who could be against me? I guess all of that's against me. They the ones stirring up the conflict. They try to make it out like I'm conflicted.
Yeah, let me show you how to be a star. Let me show you how to go far, far. Let me show you how to shine bright. Let me show you how to shine bright. Let me show you how to be a star. Yeah, pull up with a baddie in a fancy car. How to party like a rock star and play guitar like a superstar. Yeah, and I'm so tired of them playing with me. Yeah, pushing my buttons, this ain't no game to me. Yeah, ain't got time to be explaining me. Yeah, I'ma just take over the game, baby. Yeah, let me show you how to be a star. Let me show you how to go far, far. Let me show you how to shine bright. Let me show you how to shine bright. Let me show you how to raise a bar, how to go large, how to take it too far. Let me show you how to show up and show out and surf the crowd. Trust me, you ain't never seen nothing like this. You ain't never been to a show like this. I'ma give you something to remember forever. Yeah, and I'm so tired of them playing with me. Yeah, pushing my buttons, this ain't no game to me. Yeah, ain't got time to be explaining me. Yeah, I'ma just take over the game, baby. Yeah, let me show you how to be a star. Let me show you how to go far, far. Let me show you how to shine bright. Let me show you how to shine bright. Let me show you how to be a star. Let me show you how to go far, far. Let me show you how to shine bright. Let me show you how to shine bright.
Like your energy, I don't like that. I don't like the fake handshake, snake tendency. You an enemy. All them lies you telling, I can't let that be the end of me. No, probably cause your girl feeling me. It's a flag on the play, all these catching penalties. Look, I don't like your energy. I don't like the fake handshake, snake tendency. Let's go. Don't make me jog your memory. I did upgrade, you didn't upgrade it. The world, how they forgetting me. Please make it make some sense to me. How you talking about the greatest, still ain't mention me. Them bands, I want the symphony. 15 in it, went instantly. Lately I've been catching plays, it's like it's meant to be. I got rich in the pandemic, meant to be. Don't do too much, I keep it simple. You clout chasing, trying to make the people feel you. Boys need to slow it down, I'm talking real screw. Penthouse at the top with the clear view. Oh, look, I don't like your energy. I don't like that. I don't like the fake handshake, snake tendency. You an enemy. All them lies you telling, I can't let that be the end of me. No, probably cause your girl feeling me. It's a flag on the play, all these catching penalties. Look, I don't like your energy. I like the fake handshake, snake tendency. Let's go. You not my kind, I know kin to me.
EA Sports coverage of the NFL brings us to one of our favorite spots, venerable Soldier Field in Chicago.
If God for me, who could be against me? I guess all of that's against me. They the ones stirring up the conflict. They try to make it out like I'm conflicted. East Coast and 6'4's hitting switch. It's not a conflict of interest.
Cut it with the business. West Coast rocking them Timberlands, deep up in them trenches. It's no difference. Neither one play games when swinging for them fences. We want the finer things that's expensive. They hit them either close range or at a distance. If God for me, why bother? I got my game from the Godfather. Top of the food chain, rock bottom. And handle my business when it was my problem. G. Crossing with a gold chain. I got my Turkish rope with matching gold things. Bomber jacket in the winter, it's a cold game. I met some East Coast up in Spokane.
One of the great venues to watch a game in any sport and one of the best home crowds in any sport, Soldier Field in Chicago. Today, the curtain falls on the regular season, and we've got a good one in store between the Green Bay Packers and the Chicago Bears. It's a rivalry that dates back to 1921. The Packers and Bears are underway from Chicago. And this will be a touchback as that sails over the end line. They'll start on the ground here on first down. And right away, they're going to stack him up right at the line of scrimmage. Call it no gain on the game's first play. And it's second down now.
Well, Charles, you think about this defense. This week in preparation, you couldn't hide the fact from them that they're facing a team that's lost 7 in a row. You just wonder if they prepared the same way they normally do.
Yeah, that's a great question because normally that preparation goes into what you do well on defense. What is the best thing that you do going into a game? But in this case, you might want to take all the tendencies and throw them out the window. I would expect them to throw every trick play in the book right out of the gate in order to try and get something established and get things moving.
So how about that for a chain mover? They're all the way down inside the 40 now for first and 10. Off the play fake, he'll look to throw. And this one almost intercepted. Not a good throw there. Nearly an opening drive, INT.
These two teams, you may remember, they met up at Soldier Field earlier this season with the Bears winning that one. So they're looking for the series sweep here in Chicago.
Now the man from UTEP, this is Aaron Jones. And little room to maneuver there. He gets it down to about the 39. They do get a yard there, but only a yard. Leaves them with 3rd and 9 looming.
This defense for the Bears, they were excellent a week ago in the win over Pittsburgh.
And I don't know what the actual percentages are, and I don't know the analytics when you create 5 turnovers or takeaways in a game. But coaches always said, when you create a number that high, your chances of winning probably up over 98%. I haven't seen that number quantified, but I believe him.
A throw there, but that's going to wind up incomplete.
Nice call by the defense there on 3rd down. Just flood the field with extra defensive backs and their dime package. Nowhere to go with the football. Forces the incompletion.
And this one is no good. He missed it. And this will remain a scoreless game. That opening drive looked good for a moment there, but they'll wind up being turned away thanks to the missed field goal.
And those especially hurt when you come into a game on the road. You're trying to get things to go your way early, and now you suffer a setback right out of the gate.
They'll start this drive out on the ground. And he'll lose yardage on the play back at the 45-yard line. He'll lose a yard there, and it's 2nd and 11.
Sometimes you just sit back and marvel at what he can do defensively. Speed, strength, quickness, he's the whole package. And that package just wrapped up the runner for a loss.
On 2nd down, it's Bowman pushing forward for 3 up to the 48.
On a 2nd and long, it's really nice to see an offense that has enough confidence to run the football in that situation. I think that goes back to their practice and game planning. They've seen things that they've seen on tape and in previous games that led them to believe that even in a long-distance situation, they can still run the football and gain enough yardage to put themselves in a good spot on 3rd down.
And they'll get this to the 30-yard line before crossing over out of bounds. A good pickup there at 22. So 1st and 10 now from the 30. Now a handoff up the middle. It's Bowman, and he's got room.
And just good downhill running there as he'll take this to the 15-yard line.
Another nice gain, 16 yards there, and a 1st down again. From the red zone now, they'll look to throw. Got his man, and it's caught for a Chicago touchdown.
Chase Claypool.
Touchdown number 18 on the year.
And the Bears are on the board first here this afternoon. Extra point by Bass, up and good.
And it's now a 7-0 game.
After the touchdown, Bass to kick it away.
The Packer offense ready to get their next drive underway. Last time out, they had that long 50-plus yard field goal that they missed.
And I'm sure
All right, rifles one, and that's going to be intercepted. Kyler Gordon picks it off. And the Bears are going to take possession of the football. On 1st down, Fields. The throw for Claypool is intercepted.
And a big turnover there as his guys will get the football back.
Well, we saw plenty of that during his much-heralded college career. He parlayed that into becoming a first-round selection. And now here he is making interceptions.
Oh, he's not going to make it out of the end zone. The push too strong, and that'll be a safety.
every team has plays in their book to try and buy some room when a safety's on the table. But a big variable is how does each team deal with the pressure of executing in those situations. In this case, they didn't, and they gave up 2 points.
The Bears offense ready to go for their next drive.
And for this offense, Charles, you got to think kind of crucial here to put something together on this drive, because remember last time out they threw the interception on the very first play.
And you can't afford to let this defense keep building any more momentum. They're playing awfully well, and they're awfully confident right now. To me, it's time to attack and take some of that momentum back. But make sure you're selective in doing so. Understand where you want to throw the football and make sure it's open before the ball leaves your hands.
And some room to roam now. And he's in for the score. And his spectacular season continues as he ties the NFL touchdown record.
He is phenomenal.
Extra point by Bass, up and good.
And that could be important as that makes this a 16-point lead.
After the touchdown, Bass to kick it away.
And that'll carry over the back line of the end zone for a touchback. The Packer offense ready to get their next drive underway. They're already looking up at a 16-0 deficit. Still plenty of time to go. First quarter. But work to be done as they come up 1st and 10. And he is going to lose yardage here. 2 yards the loss, 2nd and 12. Plays like we just saw there. That's why they're up right now. And the defense, they're doing their job.
Yeah, it starts with the guys up front. So when you talk with GMs who are putting together a team, a lot of them say we're going to build from the inside out, because if you control the line of scrimmage, you control the rest of the ball game. And that's what we're seeing here. They're actually playing in the offense's backfield.
And he fumbled it. It's on the ground. And this is picked up by the Bears. Inside the 20. And he is going to bring this back inside the 20 to the 18-yard line.
Thank goodness for heaters up here. And thank goodness I don't have to carry the football in this game. It's January. It's cold out there. Trying to clutch the football and absorb the hits, not easily done.
Yeah, we saw a product of the elements right there. On first down, Bowman. And they'll get him down right around the 16. 2 yards on the pickup there. It'll be 2nd and 8. This defense against the run, by the way, they're not top 5, but they are top 10.
So what's your philosophy here? Do you try and run the ball against a team that's pretty good against the run?
And he is into the end zone, and the touchdown record is now all his.
Well, fair to say they've got something here in this rookie running back, and he's in for the 2nd time of the ball game.
And, Brandon, it's a position where there's often a lot of turnover, a lot of competition at that spot. But he's proven to them that he wants to be the bell cow guy that his franchise can rely on.
After the touchdown, Bass to kick it away.
The Packer offense ready to get their next drive underway.
Well, CD, you kind of feel like they're in a bit of a danger zone right here, because now you're down 3 scores, and I know we're in the first half, but the way this offense hasn't been able to generate anything, you feel like they probably need to get something going on this drive, right?
Yeah, and sometimes I overuse that this is an important possession, but I think this has to be the possession where they come up with an answer.
That's into a crowd and intercepted. Picked up by Jaquan Brisker. And the Bears are going to take possession of the football.
When a team's turned it over 3 times in the first half, we just look at the offense and say, guys, what are you doing? But instead, we really should be looking at the defense. They've created the takeaways. 2 interceptions, 1 caused fumble. They played awfully well swarming to the ball here in the first half.
And he'll be out just a yard or 2 shy of the 30.
114 yards rushing for him so far as his terrific season continues here.
One thing's for sure, this defense has to figure out how to stop the ground game. He's eating them up here in the first quarter.
It looks like they have to go to different forces, aren't they? The conventional things aren't working too well. So I remember a coach of mine saying way back when a back's having a great game, you've got to get the ball out of his hands. See how far he can.
The last run good for 2. Here's 2nd and 8. They'll keep it on the ground. It's Bowman, and he'll be a couple yards shy of the red zone here at the 22-yard line. That one a first down pickup of 8. Now a give, right side. It's Bowman.
Brought down that time by Quay Walker.
No doubt about it. A really nice job there by the defense, not allowing him to get to the perimeter. But that means your defensive ends, your outside linebackers, the guys that you pay big money to sack the quarterback, they also have to have interest in the running game as well. And they did a nice job there of holding the point of attack and not giving ground.
Calling a gain of 5 that time, and they'll be left with a 3rd and about 4.
And there we saw one of the downsides of blitzing during a rundown, because sometimes you get out of your gaps. You don't fit the run quite as well because you're headed towards the ball carrier with abandon.
And he won't get to the marker. He's a yard short. A pickup of 3. It leaves him with 4th and 1.
So many things going to making a good play on defense. In this situation, just not being blown out of the way was a big start, and then a nice tackle to finish things off.
On 4th down, they'll try and run for it. And the surge is going to be too much defensively. He's hit and taken down to the backfield. He only needed a yard, but he couldn't even get back to the line of scrimmage. And the Packers D comes up with a big stop. The Packer offense ready to get their next drive underway. They're sort of seeing themselves spiral out of control. Let's see if they can get things back on track.
And this is where the coach is walking that line of being calm and really being firm with his team. I had one tell me once, we were having a tough patch. This too shall pass, this too shall pass. And finally we kept having a rough patch. He said, but you got to do something to make it pass. And that's what they have to do. They've got to get some control back, get themselves reasserted, and calm things down.
See if they can get calm and reassert themselves here. They'll look to throw now on first down. Oh, hit as he throws there, incomplete.
I tell you, Brandon, this defense is playing with some confidence. Haven't allowed a point yet. Flying to the football. I'm telling you, there's almost 11 to the ball on every snap. Another nice job there to force an incompletion.
Here's a throw right side, taken in by his tight end. 5 yards. Now it's 3rd and 5. That's a staple of this offense. Drag route to the tight end.
Yeah, he was unable to use his size to break off much more yardage after the catch, but still an effective gain nonetheless.
Out of the gun now on 3rd down. Drops it to Jones in the flat. And he'll be out of bounds after getting this one across the 40. They get 9 yards there, and they get a first down. From the shotgun, a give to Jones. And he'll be taken down, but not before he works it past the 50. It's a gain of 12, and the Packers have the first. This offense finding its legs now. Here's another 1st and 10. Looking to throw. And for the 3rd time here in this half, it's intercepted. Picked up by Jalen Johnson. And the Bears are going to have great field position here as this is returned just shy of midfield. The Bears in good field position to start out 1st and 10, just shy of midfield at the 49. And some space here. And great blocking downfield as he's got this almost to the 35-yard line. 146 yards rushing for him as he has been tough to stop here in this first half. And we've hit the 2-minute mark in this first half of action. A reminder that coming up in 2 minutes' time, we'll check in with Jonathan Coachman from Orlando. He'll have highlights and analysis of this first half of play. So from the 36 now, 1st and 10. They'll keep it on the ground. It's Bowman. It's a pickup of 4, and it'll bring up 2nd down.
Another good run for him. What else is new? That'll put him right at 150 yards for the game, so he's really made his presence felt in this one.
On 2nd down now, it's Bowman. And he's able to work his way down inside the red zone to the 19-yard line. Mark that down as a pickup of 13, and the Bears have the first. So here's a 1st and 10 now, down inside the 20. And he takes this one in for the Bears touchdown. A great play there. On his way to a monster game, 3 first-half touchdowns. And the Bears are able to add on to their first-half lead. An extra point by Bass, up and good. And the rout is on here in this first half. After the touchdown, Bass to kick it away. And here comes a return from a few steps into the end zone. And he'll be stopped right around where he would have been had he gone down to a knee, maybe a yard shy of there at the 24. The Packer offense ready to get their next drive underway. As the offense comes out here, Charles, remember they threw the interception last time out, but they were moving the football down the field. Looked like they were going to have a sustained drive that ended in points, but then the pick ensued.
And because of that, there's no way you can call the last drive a success. Yes, there are things to build on because they found some play calls that work. Now, they've got to build another drive and find a way to avoid the turnover that plagued it on the last one.
So another incompletion there. He's hitting on fewer than half his pass attempts in this one, and that is not a winning formula.
Yeah, so let's make sure we give a little bit of credit to the defense here. They're giving him a lot to think about, a lot of different looks, and he seems a little bit confused trying to complete passes.
The Packers going to use one of their timeouts as they'll stop it with just over 40 seconds to go in the first half. They'll stick with the passing game as he looks to throw. And that's going to be too high, out of bounds and incomplete.
To this point, I've been impressed with the work defensively. They have not allowed a lot of receivers to run free. And there's another example, another incompletion.
They'll look to throw again. And his pass is intercepted for the 4th time today. Picked up by Jalen Johnson.
An unfortunate sequence there, trying to get points before intermission, but now the interception, and their opponents have a chance to possibly pad their lead.
Yeah, they had an opportunity there, and they weren't able to capitalize on it, and that's something that could come back and haunt them later. They're begging their defense now to keep them from scoring before the half ends.
Officially, it's a 1-yard loss. That's going to bring up 2nd and 11. They'll keep it on the ground. It's Bowman. And some room to work. And he'll be dropped just shy of the 35 at the 34. A pickup of 17 on a play that originated at the 17. So we've come to halftime after a very one-sided beginning to this one. As we'll send you down to Orlando, and we check in with Jonathan Coachman for our EA Sports Halftime Report. Coach, and we welcome you back live now inside the booth alongside Charles Davis. I'm Brandon Gaudin, set and ready to rock for the 3rd quarter. Set to resume. Here we go with the second half. The Bears holding the lead and ready to receive the kick. And no return on this one as the fair catch is signaled for and taken. At the line, prepping for their next drive, the Bears offense.
And the first half definitely went their way, and this would seem to be a great opportunity to kind of put this game a little closer out of reach with a score here.
Yeah, and it's a wonderful opportunity for them because if they can add 7 more to their lead before the other guys even see the football, that could be the decisive blow in this game. I think that's how they're eyeing it. That's how they're approaching it.
And he'll scratch out a yard up to the 30, and that's all.
Absolutely love the effort there. The ability to flow from this inside spot and stop that one at the line of scrimmage. Nice linebacker play.
On 3rd down, Bowman. And he'll be taken down, but he does have first down yardage. So from the 36 now, 1st and 10. Montgomery on the counter. And he's got some space here.
And some pretty strong running there as he'll take this across the 50 and down to the 44.
That good for 19 and a first down.
Well, you certainly have to give a little credit here because they're playing this game now at their pace. This is ball control football, sustained runs, taking their time and making it work.
And good space to operate there as he takes this down inside the 35-yard line. 219 yards for him on the ground now as he has been terrific here this afternoon.
Right back to him on first down.
Down to about the 32.
Oh, that's a real nice job there by the defensive front. They just engaged and held their ground. But how about the guy who made the play? We often talk about whether they take a good first step or not. Many times you just don't take any step. Just get your feet moving, get your body going, and then once he made the read, he was able to make the play.
Officially no gain on the play, and they're left with a 3rd and 8.
Off play action, Fields. And this pass broken up. Excellent coverage there on 3rd down as that was not an easy one to hold on to.
And those two just haven't been in sync thus far. They've done a nice job against him, but still, with his talent, you would expect them to have more completions to him in this game.
Here comes the Bears punter now, as he should be able to pin him back deep here with his first punt. He was called on 3 times in the win last week as his first one here's away. And a nice special teams job here. This is going to be down inside the 10 at the 7-yard line. And for an offense that is struggling, this is not where you want to start from. Great punt.
Fantastic punt. And for all those who wonder, what do punters do during the course of practice each and every day? The best ones do what we just saw there. Work on positioning the football.
And can you believe it? It's a second safety in this ball game. And this defense continues to dominate. How about 2 safeties in one game here?
You don't even put that on your goal sheet. This is something that results when you're playing really well on defense and the offense has nowhere to go with the football. Dominating performance.
The Bears offense ready to go for their next drive. They'll start on the ground here on first down. A loss of a full 3 yards, and now it's second down.
Partner, I know my grade school teachers never would believe this, but I can absorb a lesson. I think there's a lesson in this one. He's having a great day running the football, but occasionally they're going to find a way to stop you, aren't they?
Yeah, this time the defense stepped up in what's been so far a tough game for them. They're going to snuff this play out behind the line. We have not seen that much today. He lost 4 there, and it's third down. They'll keep it on the ground. It's Bowman. They find some open field here. And now the rookie's free. 30. 10. They're able to convert on third down, and that sets up a first and goal. So close. Couldn't get all the way in, knocking on the doorstep down to 1. Nevertheless, fantastic run.
Not only that, this is where you wave to your replacement, go back to the bench. No way. I'm not coming out of this game. I got it down to the 1-yard line. I wanted to carry it in.
We'll see if they reward him on this next play. Mr. Davis, you're a football lifer, my friend. You've called games at the highest level. You know head coaches inside and out. Please explain that one to me. Speechless. And now here is another interception. Eddie Jackson picks it.
Well, that is now his 5th interception thrown in this game. And Charles, you've got to tip your cap to this defense. I mean, they have been so impressive reading these passes, stepping in those lanes, and picking them off.
Yeah, sometimes the best offense is an excellent defense, and they've done exactly that. What do you think, partner? A season's worth of highlights in just 4 quarters? I think that's what we're seeing from this group.
They'll start this drive out on the ground.
And taken down just shy of the 40. Now that ground game just continues to struggle to really get any momentum in this ball game, Charles. And I mean, you're at the point here, third quarter, down 4 scores, probably going to have to put it in the air.
Oh, no question about it. So that's your only chance, your only opportunity. But think of the pressure you just put on your offensive line, because if you're a pass rusher, you're not even thinking about them running the football. All you're doing is getting into that sprinter stance and going after the quarterback.
So they just need 1 yard here to pick up the first down.
They'll look to throw for it on 3rd and 1. And my goodness, another interception. Eddie Jackson picks it.
Well, to be blunt, not a whole lot has gone right for this defense in this ball game, but that's something right there. Still in the third quarter. It would take something around miracle territory for a comeback, but maybe that's a start, Charles.
It certainly is, and they're definitely showing that there's some fight still left in them. Hasn't been a banner day, but they're trying their best to put that disappointment behind them and find ways to make plays.
And maybe a measure of revenge there. He's had his way in this one, but this time they get him behind the line. And they're not going to get to the line to run another play. So we will switch ends as the third quarter has come to a close.
Second and 11.
They run the counter. It's Bowman. Room here to run.
And a very determined run there as he'll take this all the way down to the 27. Good effort.
First down for the Bears, a gain of 15.
At carries like that, that's how they're going to continue to salt this thing away here, Charles, in the fourth quarter.
Yeah, how about that? A new set of downs. Clock continues to move. No better way to close out a game than to tap those mastodons you have up front and say, guys, keep pounding them. Let's keep the ball, keep their offense on the sidelines, and let's close this one out.
Well, ultimately not really sure that they're going to need those 3 points, but they'll take the 3 and they pad that lead.
Yeah, this one's already wrapped up, but you and I both know if you're an offensive coordinator, you never let up on the gas unless the head coach tells you to do so. And maybe you've actually clicked him off in your headset so you can keep calling plays and trying to add to this lead.
The Packer offense ready to get their next drive underway. Now left side on the swing pass. And up to the 35 before they're able to knock him down. 10 yards there to start the drive, and just enough by about the length of the football for a first down. Now a draw play. This is Jones. And able to get this one across the 45 before he's brought down. Back-to-back good plays have him on the move on first down. They'll look to throw here.
Open man left side, it's the tight end, Tunyon. And he'll be brought down on the other side of midfield at the 43.
Nice rhythm throw there on first down. He located his tight end, made a nice easy pitch and catch.
Hoping he could break a tackle or two. Wasn't able to do that there, but still good yardage. Now a fumble. The ball's out, and this is picked up by the Bears. And his guys are going to get the football at the 28-yard line.
Well, partner, I think it's safe to say they can mark this down as extremely frustrating. Here we are in the fourth quarter, and that last play, that turnover, I think it epitomizes what happened to them all day on offense.
So symbolic, and that's why they're still being shut out. And out across midfield, down to the 45. A big chunk on the ground there, 27 yards.
No doubt those are the types of carries they're looking for here, Charles. The lead in the fourth quarter. This is when coaches that have a reliable running game, they breathe a little easier on the sideline.
Yeah, they love the idea that they can take the air out of the football at this point in the game. That means they're really counting on that offensive line, counting on the runners, taking care of the football. Because you're going to tell your quarterback, hey, no time to be a hero. We're not going to throw it here. Just eat up that clock. And if you have the ball, they can't score.
Well, they can probably live with that with this late lead in the fourth quarter. That's one of the few things that's gone wrong.
You're exactly right. This one was well in hand. That kick there was more for cosmetics, you know, to add to their score. Not getting it, that shouldn't harm them at all.
And the drive starts with a completion left side. Call it a gain of 6 on the play, and it'll be second down. They're going to look to throw. Throws right side, and that's complete. And he is out of bounds, but not before he's inside the 30. So into Bear territory now. This is 1st and 10 as they're down to the 29-yard line. Back to throw here.
Completed out left to Dobbs.
Touchdown!
Romeo Dobbs.
29 yards. And the Packers are finally on the board here in the fourth quarter. They'll look to throw. Looking end zone, but it's incomplete. Tough there. Good pass. Hit the hands. He just couldn't bring it in.
And every receiver's coach everywhere. Seeing that play, focus, focus, focus. Watch it all the way in and tuck it away.
And that one will bounce out of the back of the end zone, so we will start here at the 25. At the line, prepping for their next drive, the Bears offense. And this crowd has certainly liked what they've seen. Their guys fully expected to win this one coming in, and they have not disappointed as they've got the big lead here in the fourth. 15 yards is the pickup there, and the drive starting very nicely. First down.
Well, that's a carry they have to be satisfied with, and throughout this game, they've been satisfied with what he's given them. Whenever they've needed a big run, a first down, he's the guy they've turned to. And it doesn't matter what the defense thinks. They feel like they've got the confidence to keep handing it to him and keep picking up good yardage.
So the first down run lost a couple. Now they come up 2nd and 12. They'll keep it on the ground. Bowman. And he'll get this up past the 45 to the 47. And we are inside of 2 minutes left in this lopsided affair.
Coming up here looking for 3 yards to pick up the first.
On third down. It's Bowman losing 2 yards that time, and now it's 4th down. And now with 1:52 to go, we get another pause in the action. A timeout here defensively. And he'll get this away into the icy winter air. This is taken at about the 14. We'll call that a punt of 38 yards officially. And it'll be Packer football here. 1st down and 10. They'll try and start this drive in the air. And he'll go down. The Bears get there for the sack. They're in some hot water now. After that sack, it's 2nd and 21. They'll look to throw. He's got a man complete. And they work this well upfield across the 45. The big play has them all the way out near midfield for a 1st and 10. Completes it again to Dobbs. And it's a Packers touchdown. Romeo Dobbs with now 2 fourth-quarter touchdowns. And the Packers get a small measure of revenge as they cut into this fourth-quarter deficit. The Packers keeping the offense out there now as they'll go for 2. They'll try and throw for it. And now here's another interception. Picked up by Jaquan Brisker. He's at the 50. He's at the 30. 10, 5, and he takes it all the way back. It's a pick 2, if you will, as head play backfires in a big way.
After the touchdown, Sloman to do the kickoff honors.
Fair catch called for and taken just inside the 10-yard line. The Bears offense ready to go for their next drive. And it's looking all the more likely that a 5th straight win is going to be in the cards. They'll try to run some time here with a 1st and 10. And he'll take this one up to about the 13.
Darnell Savage there to make the tackle.
I feel like I could see what he was thinking on that carry. He wanted to follow that big tackle through the hole. Ended up only getting 4 yards on the carry. I think he had designs on that one being bigger.
On 2nd down, it's Bowman. It's a 5-yard gain, but they'll still be a yard short here with 3rd down now looming. Now the Bears going to call the first of their timeouts. That'll leave them with 2 remaining. We'll be back after this. On 3rd down, Bowman. And he'll be taken down, but not before he gets this football out shy of the 30 to the 29. They picked up 5 yards last time. Now they double it and get 10 here. So this one in the win column for the Chicago Bears. And it was a game where they were off and running in the 1st quarter, Charles, and never looked back.
You know, partner, after a while, we always say the same thing, don't we? They set the tone early, right? They started fast. So I asked a few of my horse racing friends, do you have a term for me that we can use to cover that? And they said, yeah. When a horse breaks out...
I don't like the fake handshake, snake tendency. You an enemy. All them lies you telling, I can't let that be the end of me. No, probably cause your girl feeling me. It's a flag on the play, all these catching penalties. Look, I don't like your energy. I don't like the fake handshake, snake tendency. Let's go. Don't make me jog your memory. I did upgrade, you didn't upgrade it. The world, how they forgetting me. Please make it make some sense to me. How you talking about the greatest, still ain't greatest, still ain't mention me.